Horoscope predictions.
Aries.
Aries today draws your attention to your pace, how you move through your commitments, your work, and even your emotions. You might wake up with the urge to push ahead, to make things happen quickly. But the energy today reminds you that consistency often gets better results than speed. It's a day where responsibility meets determination, and where your focus can bring real progress if you resist distractions. Someone may be relying on your leadership or guidance, and this is your moment to prove reliability, not just enthusiasm. At work or within personal projects, expect moments that test your patience, but each test serves as a small sharpening stone for your discipline. Whether you're planning finances, organizing your week, or finalizing a task that's been dragging on, the key lies in thoughtful follow-through rather than reaction. And your personal life. There's also a quiet shift toward grounding your energy. Relationships benefit when you communicate calmly and avoid rushing to conclusions. If something feels off between you and someone close, listen first, speak second. This approach will reveal more truth than impulsive words. Your instincts are strong, but the wisdom comes from balance, letting your drive work with patience, not against it. You may find peace in slowing down enough to notice what you've built so far, the foundation you've already laid. By nightfall, a sense of stability replaces the earlier restlessness, reminding you that growth often happens in small, steady layers. Your lucky colors are red, charcoal, and cream, and your lucky numbers are 9, 17, and 29.
Taurus.
Taurus today invites you to settle deeper into your plans and routines, to reaffirm the choices that support your sense of stability. You might feel an inner push to tidy up details, financial, personal, or emotional, that have been quietly building in the background. It's not a dramatic kind of day, but rather one that strengthens your foundation. You could find yourself thinking seriously about the balance between comfort and progress. Are you holding on to an old habit just because it feels safe, or are you maintaining it because it genuinely sustains you? That question may surface naturally as the day unfolds. At work, your reliability stands out, and others might look to you for reassurance or advice. Your practical wisdom holds value now, and it's best expressed through quiet action rather than long explanations. In relationships and personal matters, the energy is about trust, both in others and in yourself. You may feel more reflective than usual, observing how your interactions either add calm or create friction. If tension arises, grounding yourself before responding will make all the difference. A simple routine, a bit of nature, or some time away from screens can help you Emotionally, there's also growth happening beneath the surface. You're learning how to let go of control without losing stability. By evening, expect a sense of relief from having handled something responsibly or made a decision that's been waiting for clarity. It's a steady, self-assured kind of satisfaction that fits your rhythm perfectly. Your lucky colors are forest green, beige, and gold, and your lucky numbers are 2, 18, and 32.
Gemini.
Gemini today encourages you to focus your thoughts and anchor your energy into something practical. While your mind loves to explore multiple ideas, this energy favors picking one path and following it with intention. You might be dealing with projects or decisions that require commitment, the kind of focus that builds momentum. This can be a strong day for tackling responsibilities, catching up on plans, or straightening out areas where communication has gotten fuzzy. You may feel drawn to reestablish order in your work or daily routine, and doing so could restore a sense of clarity you didn't realize you were missing. Even simple steps, like organizing your schedule or finishing a lingering task, will lift mental clutter and create space for better thinking. In your relationships, the tone shifts toward honest, grounded communication. You may find that people respond better to calm, clear words than to cleverness or charm. This isn't the time for shortcuts. It's the time for substance. If you've been uncertain about someone's intentions or a shared plan, today offers the insight to see what's real and what's wishful thinking. Balancing curiosity with realism will keep you steady. Emotionally, grounding yourself through quiet time or journaling can help you sort through thoughts that have been swirling too fast. By the end of the day, you may feel mentally lighter, less scattered, more sure of what deserves your focus. Your lucky colors are navy, white, and bronze, and your lucky numbers are 5, 21, and 36.
Cancer.
Cancer, today pulls you toward practical matters that deserve your attention, especially around your home, work, and responsibilities that have quietly piled up. It's a day that favors structure and calm problem solving rather than emotional reaction. You might wake up feeling the need to restore order, to clean your space, reorganize your finances, or revisit something you've been putting off. It's less about dramatic breakthroughs and more about subtle, steady improvement. Conversations may take a serious tone, especially if they involve commitments, shared goals, or long-term stability. It's not always comfortable to face these topics head-on, but today's energy supports progress through honesty. You're likely to feel more in control once you ground your thoughts and start checking things off your list, one practical step at a time. Emotionally, the day teaches you about balance between being caring and being firm, between nurturing others and honoring your own limits. Someone might turn to you for guidance or reassurance, and while your instinct is to help, this is also a good opportunity to practice saying yes without overextending yourself. A moment of quiet reflection could reveal just how much you've grown in recent months. What used to unsettle you no longer does, because you've built emotional strength through patience. This is also a strong day for creating routines that support your well-being, whether that's better rest, healthier habits, or a more organized work rhythm. By nightfall, you'll likely feel the satisfaction of small, meaningful accomplishments. Your lucky colors are teal, silver, and beige, and your lucky numbers are 7, 20, and 31.
Leo.
Leo, the focus today shifts toward stability, commitment, and the long view of your current path. While you often thrive in lively, expressive moments, this energy asks for patience, grounded focus, and a willingness to handle the practical side of life. You could find yourself dealing with responsibilities that test your consistency, deadlines, financial matters, or family obligations that require follow-through. The good news is that your natural leadership shines brightest when things get serious. Others may quietly look to you for reassurance or structure, even if they don't say it out loud. Rather than rushing or seeking quick results, you'll gain more by taking deliberate, well-planned actions. This is about progress built brick by brick, not through grand gestures, but through sustained effort. In relationships, this grounded tone encourages meaningful conversations about trust and shared priorities. It's a time to clarify what you're building with someone, whether it's love, business, or friendship hand, to make sure both sides are aligned. Emotionally, you may feel the need to step back and think before reacting. A calm, collected approach will get you farther than passion alone today. If you've been feeling stretched between your ambitions and your personal life, you might finally start to see a clear way to balance both. The sense of pride that comes from showing reliability, not just charisma, will feel rewarding by day's end. Your lucky colors are amber, navy, and gray, and your lucky numbers are 4, 14, and 26. Virgo, today's energy highlights diligence, organization, and personal responsibility, 3 areas where you naturally excel when you're in your element. You may feel the pull to fine-tune something in your environment or to handle unfinished details that others overlook. Whether it's work, home tasks, or personal planning, this is your time to bring order and efficiency where things have felt scattered. The sense of accomplishment that comes from getting things in alignment will help restore mental clarity. You might also find yourself more reflective than usual, thinking carefully about how your daily habits contribute to your larger goals. There's satisfaction in seeing tangible results from your steady effort, and today encourages you to keep refining rather than rushing. On a deeper level, the day also reminds you to pace yourself and avoid overloading your plate. You don't need to prove your capability by doing everything alone. Collaboration or delegation might bring better results, especially if you've been quietly carrying too much. Emotionally, it's a day to release the need for perfection and focus on progress instead. A practical conversation with someone you trust could help you see that your hard work is paying off, even if it's happening slowly. By evening, the calm that comes from order and completion will feel especially rewarding. You'll end the day grounded and centered, confident that you're moving in the right direction. Your lucky colors are olive, cream, and black, and your lucky numbers are 6, 11, and 24. Libra today invites you to step into a mindset of calm, productivity, and steady action. The day's energy feels grounded but firm, encouraging you to look honestly at your priorities and commitments. You may find yourself in a position where you need to set clearer boundaries, whether at work, in your home life, or within relationships that have started to feel unbalanced. This isn't about confrontation, it's about realignment. You're learning that keeping the peace doesn't mean saying yes to everything, and that standing your ground can actually strengthen the connections that matter most. The day supports deliberate action, small victories, and focused conversations about what's next. Even handling mundane responsibilities will bring a quiet sense of control and confidence. Emotionally, you might feel a need for solitude or reflection, especially if you've been giving too much of your time to others recently. A few moments spent organizing your space, journaling, or simply taking a walk could help you find mental clarity. This is also a good time to revisit financial or personal goals you've set earlier in the month. Adjust what's realistic and release what no longer fits. Trust that discipline now leads to balance later. By the end of the day, you'll likely notice that your thoughts are clearer, your interactions smoother, and your energy more focused. The peace you're building today is the kind that lasts. Your lucky colors are cream, charcoal, and sapphire, and your lucky numbers are 8, 19, and 35. Scorpio, the energy today pushes you to examine your responsibilities and personal limits more closely. You may find yourself juggling obligations that feel heavier than usual. But this weight has purposed helping you define what truly matters and where your energy is best spent. The focus is on accountability, both to yourself and to others. You might have to make decisions that require maturity and foresight, particularly around work, finances, or commitments. While this may not be a day for instant rewards, it is one that builds your foundation for the weeks ahead. You'll find satisfaction in the quiet moments of progress. The kind where you look back at day's end and realize you've handled what needed to be handled. Emotionally, this grounded tone might also reveal how much you've evolved in how you approach challenges. Instead of reacting with intensity, you may notice you're responding with calm, reasoned thought, and that shift speaks volumes about your growth. If something feels uncertain, patience and observation will serve you better than pushing for answers. Relationships benefit from transparency today, but keep your words practical and your tone steady. It's also an excellent time to take care of your body, hydrate, rest, and pay attention to what your routine needs. Stability comes from consistency, not control. By evening, a sense of inner strength settles in as you recognize that you're more centered and capable than you realized. Your lucky colors are burgundy, gray, and ivory, and your lucky numbers are 4, 12, and 28.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, today's atmosphere carries a practical, structured energy that contrasts with your usual spontaneous rhythm, but it's a good thing. It's a day for tightening your focus, setting realistic goals, and doing the work that sets you up for long-term success. You might be addressing unfinished business, tying up loose ends, or planning how to better organize your days ahead. You may not see the results right away, but the effort you put in now will bring stability later. There's also a quiet satisfaction in proving to yourself that you can balance freedom with discipline. At work or in personal projects, steady progress replaces the need for excitement, reminding you that consistency is its own form of success. On a personal note, the energy encourages reflection on how you divide your time between obligation and desire. You could find yourself wanting to simplify to do fewer things, but with more intention. This might involve saying no to distractions or finally committing to something you've been uncertain about. In relationships, it's a good time to express your needs clearly and listen with the same level of focus. A grounded approach will bring you closer to the people who truly understand you. By nightfall, you may feel calmer and more purposeful, grounded by the sense that you're building a version of your life that actually fits you. Your lucky colors are navy, gold, and olive, and your lucky numbers are 3, 16, and 30.
Capricorn.
Capricorn, the focus today is on refinement, smoothing out the rough edges in your plans, commitments, and daily routines. You may feel an internal pull to reassess how you're using your time and whether your habits are actually serving the long-term goals you've set for yourself. There's a practical energy in the air that supports clarity and structure, helping you make sense of things that may have felt cluttered or disorganized. You could find yourself fine-tuning a work project, adjusting financial plans, or simply cleaning up a space that's become too chaotic. These grounded tasks aren't glamorous, but they have a quiet satisfaction to them. They remind you that progress doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's about the discipline of doing what needs to be done, even when no one's watching. Emotionally, you may be reflecting on how much responsibility you carry and whether you've been leaving enough room for rest. The tendency to push through challenges is part of your strength, but today's slower rhythm invites you to find steadiness instead of strain. You might also notice that certain relationships or situations are asking for clearer boundaries. This isn't about withdrawing. It's about making sure your energy goes where it's respected and reciprocated. A simple act of organization or honesty could open the door to greater peace later in the week. By the evening, you're likely to feel grounded, composed, and quietly proud of the order you've created. Your lucky colors are forest, silver, and cream, and your lucky numbers are 6, 14, and 27.
Aquarius.
Aquarius, today's energy encourages practicality and structure, asking you to align your big ideas with consistent action. You're naturally visionary, but this is one of those days where the universe invites you to focus on execution. The details, the follow-up, the planning. You might feel drawn to tighten your schedule, clarify responsibilities, or finish what's been sitting half done. The more you commit to practical organization, the more mental clarity you'll gain. At work, others may look to you for innovative solutions that are grounded in reality rather than abstract thoughts. It's a day for proving that your creativity can coexist with discipline, that you're not just thinking ahead, but building something solid from your ideas. On a personal level, today could bring reflections about responsibility, both to others and to yourself. You might feel compelled to review your habits, routines, or even boundaries, realizing where you've been too flexible or too rigid. The theme is moderation, finding that middle ground between independence and accountability. Conversations about long-term goals or shared plans can go well today, especially if you keep your tone measured and clear. There's also value in reconnecting with something simple that steadies you, like cooking, journaling, or walking outdoors. By nightfall, you'll likely feel more balanced and confident in your direction, not because everything is perfect, but because you've created a realistic structure to grow within. Your lucky colors are indigo, white, and graphite, and your lucky numbers are 8, 17, and 33.
Pisces.
Pisces, today brings a slower, steadier rhythm that encourages you to handle life's practical side with care and focus. You might find yourself tending to responsibilities you've been postponing, emails, finances, or unfinished work that requires attention. The energy of the day rewards diligence and follow-through more than imagination, reminding you that your creative flow is stronger when your foundations are solid. It's a good time to get organized, review your goals, or simply bring order to your space. Even small acts of discipline, making a list, setting a boundary, sticking to a plan, can give you a sense of calm control. It's not about perfection, it's about learning to sustain your own rhythm without depending too much on emotion or inspiration. In your emotional world, today helps you see where balance has been off. You might notice that certain habits, relationships, or expectations are quietly draining you, and the clarity you gain now can help you restore boundaries. If someone seeks your help, offer it thoughtfully, but avoid taking on more than you can manage. You're learning to nurture others without neglecting yourself, and that's part of your evolution. The grounded tone of the day helps you turn reflection into progress, creating a sense of peace through simplicity. By evening, you'll likely feel lighter, clearer, and more secure in how you're handling your responsibilities. Your lucky colors are navy, ivory, and sage, and your lucky numbers are 4, 11, and 29.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more daily star wisdom. Let me know your sign in the comments and how this day unfolds for you. I'll see you tomorrow for another celestial check-in. Thank you so much for watching.